TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Receiver. Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Carr. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Raider first down.
From the gun, it's Carr. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. They'll run with Sanders. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's taken on the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of...
And the Raiders have got him. K1 short. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Back at the 27.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And a Las Vegas 1st down.
From the gun, Carr. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now Carr again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Las Vegas.
Again, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
There's the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
7. Jaguars 2.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Sanders.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw his Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of
just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Carr now on 1st down. That is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Jaguars 2.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Joe
line.
Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the carry. Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, Ryan. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Ryan's pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. K'Wan Short able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
At their own 20-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Ryan. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Ryan. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Raiders 17, Jaguars 5.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out at the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Carr. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Carr to throw again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down. They turn to Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 36, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Another run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
First down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Carr's pass.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Carr's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Here's the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
The Jaguars
to throw again on second down. Carr under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run this with Akers. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Carr. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 20, Jaguars 5.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3. You sound like you're going negative on me. I was. Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Ryan's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
Ryan's pass.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Darren Waller. A gain of 9. Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Carr's pass.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. They will find Davis. That's complete.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Mixon with it. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
28, Joe Mixon.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Littleton on the tackle.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
18-yard line.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Ryan's pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
4 brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another run here with Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Derek Carr sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.